Welcome to Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm Josh Coan.
I'm Carter Burquest.
Sorry, it's been a little while. We had to take the time to properly grieve the end of the Vikings season, but we got to move on with our lives. We have to move on. We're back. We're going to talk about the Vikings. We're going to talk about, of course, the quarterback situation because that's what everybody's talking about with the Vikings. It is a weird situation to be in where you have three quarterbacks that are all probably at least starting caliber quarterbacks that were on your roster, but as soon as the new league year starts, they are all free agents. What do you make of this quarterback situation? What should the Vikings do?
Yeah, this is extremely tough. You know, I can't say for sure that I've looked back in every single offseason in the entire NFL history, but I could bet pretty heavily that this has not happened to a team before. A team has not been in this scenario, and it's going to be a completely new scenario. I guess number one, I will say that no matter what they do, I'm going to jump all on board. I trust Rick Spielman wholeheartedly. Whatever he decides to do, I will jump on board, and when they do it, we'll make a video, and I'm going to say how much I love the move. So I'll tell you that right now. If you're asking me what I would do, number one is I think you bring back Teddy Bridgewater and then bring another veteran to back him up. And I think the reasoning behind that is the value you're getting for what you're going to spend. Case Keenum's going to cost you probably $15 to $20 million. Sam Bradford, probably in the same range, maybe not as many guarantees. I think you're going to get Teddy maybe around $8 to $10 million and can use the rest of the money to really build around him. I just think in the NFL, there's a curve. I mean, you start to pay quarterbacks more than $20 million, they really better be able to carry a team, and if not, you're not going to have the money to spend elsewhere. On the Kirk Cousins debate, Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback. I would love him, but I do think he's going to cost $27 million, maybe more than that even. And I just would not be a fan of spending that right now. If he's willing to take 20 to 23, maybe 24 million at the most, then I think that gets kind of exciting, and I would definitely entertain that as much as it would hurt me to see Teddy go. But I think the best option, and what I think is most likely, is Teddy Bridgewater starting quarterback next season.
Yeah, you and I agree that we both like Teddy Bridgewater probably better than most people do. I'm a fan of Teddy Bridgewater. I think he can play. I just have to trust Zimmer and Spielman to make the right decision, and I'm going to support them no matter what, because the biggest question mark obviously with Teddy is the injury. We don't know what he can do. They saw him in practice. They activated him. They put him on the active roster. They put a jersey on him at the end of the season. So they think that he was at least okay to go. So in my mind, if the Vikings let Teddy Bridgewater go, then that's the right decision because they saw how healthy he was and they saw what he could do in practice. I don't think they will. I think he's the best option. He will be cheaper than probably both Case and Sam. Sam, I'm going to unfortunately throw out of the deal because I can't trust his knees. And it's too bad. He seems like a nice kid, works hard, a good locker room guy, obviously has the talent, can sling the ball, but with that knee, I don't want to put this very talented Vikings team, I don't want to hang everything on Sam Bradford's knee, unfortunately. Case Keenum, again, great kid, love the guy. He's someone you really want to root for. I'm so incredibly thankful, honestly, as a Vikings fan that he was there last year and he was able to save the season like he did, because with Teddy being down and Sam getting hurt again, who knows what that Viking season would have been like without Case Keenum. I hope he has success. I wish him the best, but I'd rather have Teddy Bridgewater going forward. Teddy Bridgewater's 25, Case Keenum turns 30, I believe, in the offseason. If that's Case's ceiling at 30 years old, which how many quarterbacks get better after they turn 30? I don't know if that's his ceiling, then that's not enough for me. Teddy Bridgewater, I think he played very well in his first full year as a starter in 2015, won 11 games, got us basically they won the playoff game if Blair Walsh doesn't miss that. But he's only 25 years old and he has so much good football left and he can continue to get better, especially with bringing in DeFilippo from the Eagles. I think he's going to be able to use his strengths, much like he was able to get stuff out of Carson Wentz and get stuff out of Nick Foles we haven't seen in 4 or 5 years out of Nick Foles. I think Teddy's the guy. He's the one that I want going forward. If the Vikings decide to move away from Teddy Bridgewater and go get a Kirk Cousins, then I got to trust that they know what they're doing. I agree with you. Don't want to pay Kirk Cousins too much money because he's not proven yet. If you're going to throw a lot of money at a quarterback, and I know we have a lot of cap room, but let's sign our own guys and make that a priority. I don't think we need to throw all that money at a quarterback right now. Let's roll with Teddy. Let's bring in a veteran to kind of back him up like what Sean Hill did a couple years ago. Even a Case Keenum type guy. Again, Case Keenum will go somewhere else and make a lot more money. But go with Teddy. Give him a veteran to kind of, have that stable force because you see how important a backup quarterback is. That's what I would do. But again, with you, I'm trusting Spielman and Zimmer because they know this better than we do.
Yeah, I completely agree. I would disagree maybe a little bit. And I know what you mean, but Kirk Cousins, I do think is a proven quarterback. I just don't think he's a proven elite top 5 quarterback in the NFL, like a Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady type. Those are the guys that you really will spend whatever it takes to get. That being said, to play a little bit devil's advocate as well on the Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Bradford, or Case Keenum, no matter what you say, there is risk involved with all 3 of those. I mean, Case maybe was a flash in the pan. We don't know. Teddy's knee and Sam Bradford's injury history, they're all kind of that. And with the team we have built in place, you don't want to waste another year. And that's my biggest argument for going to get Kirk Cousins. You know what he is, doesn't have injury history, has proven he can be an above average quarterback to maybe being a little bit higher than above average quarterback. And to pair that with our defense and the weapons we have could be really huge and put us over the top. And I think really that's where the decision lies. Do you want to pay Kirk Cousins X amount, or do you want to roll and maybe roll the dice a little bit and be a little bit more risky to go with Teddy?
Where Kirk Cousins is, he is proven. He's not the high end. To get him, you're probably going to have to pay him like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, probably top 5, if not higher. I saw the Jets wanted to maybe give him $60 million in the first year and just completely throw everything into Kirk Cousins. Definitely don't want to do that. But I also think that as stable as he is, and we know where his floor is, I still think Teddy Bridgewater has a higher potential ceiling. They were talking to Eric Kendricks about practicing against Teddy Bridgewater, and he said that it's so frustrating because I know he's running scout team, so I know the play that he's running. I know exactly his progression and where he wants to go with the ball. I'm in position to stop it, and he still gets the ball by me. That speaks volume about Teddy Bridgewater and what he can potentially bring to this team. And he's only 25 years old, so I just think the ceiling is so high that he is worth the investment because our window is to win now. Obviously, we're in the NFC Championship game. We still have a lot of good, young, talented guys on this team, and I don't want to mortgage our future to try to win now necessarily.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure. It's going to be one of the more fun off seasons and really singular questions that need to be answered that I can really remember.
Let us know what you guys think. Who should be the Vikings quarterback for 2018? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See ya.